Gentlemen, welcome to the December 15th, 2015 Chino City Council meeting. And for all that you are buying me presents, you only got 10 more days. Would you please rise and join me in the flag salute? Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Have a seat. We have only one item under ceremonials this evening. It's a recognition of Armed Forces Banner Program participant. We'd like to call up Wendy Maldonado and her family to come forward, please, as I read a little bio about Wendy. Since 2007, the City of Chino has honored over 330 back over here, soldiers throughout the Armed Forces Banner Program. These banners hang proudly throughout our community and serve as a reminder of each soldier's services to our country. Tonight we recognize one local hero, and we will present her with her banner. Wendy Maldonado grew up in Chino, Chino girl, and graduated from Chino High. Well, I don't know about that. All my kids went to Lugo. She joined the Air Force. Yay, I was Air Force. What was your MO? What was your AFSC? Material? See, I still remember that. She joined the Air Force in October 2008 and achieved the rank of Senior Airman. What is that, E5, E4? E4. She was stationed in Tacoma, Washington, and Aviano, Italy. Woohoo! Wendy is retired from active duty. She recently graduated from Cal State LA, all right, and is currently working at the National Labor Relations Board. It is with great pleasure that we honor Wendy Maldonado for her service to our country. We have a certificate of recognition for you, Wendy, in honor and recognition of your dedication and commitment to our nation. We thank you for your service. We'd like to present that to you. And this here is your banner that was hanging from the light pole. We cleaned it up and everything. We'd like to present that to you as a souvenir. And would you introduce your parents for us? And,
this is my mom, Linda. And this is my father, Fred.
Fred, Linda, congratulations. You got a great daughter here, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
We're really proud of her.
Well, so are we. The city's proud of her. So that's,
I just wanted to thank the City of Chino for doing this sort of thing for the veterans in active duty. It was really nice actually seeing this when we came home. Yeah, when I came home from like overseas and everything, it was nice to see that up in Chino when I was driving around town. So Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for your service and good luck in your career. Yeah, I know you're going to do great. You're Air Force.
Yeah.
Have a round of applause for Wendy. Yeah. Next is public communications. This is the time for the general public to address the City Council on subjects that do not appear on the agenda. Due to the Brown Act and council policy, we cannot take action on anything that is not on the agenda. I have requested to call up Lynn Thrush of Gateway Community Church to lead us in the invocation. Those who would like to participate, please rise.
Oh God, we come before you this evening and ask that the blessings from you that we regularly seek would be used for the benefit of others. Lord, we pray that the favorable geography of Chino, that it would be a setting of thriving. May businesses thrive here and families thrive here. May hospitality be extended to every person. Lord, may the blessings of Jesus, the one whose entry into the world we celebrate this season, provide favor and goodwill among all people. Thank you so much for the folks who serve this community in governance and in care. We pray that they would be granted encouragement and peace. We pray this. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Lynn. Have a seat, folks. I don't have any written requests for public communications. Is anybody wishing to address the council on this? Come up and state your name for the record, please. You have 3 minutes for your presentation.
I promise to fill out a card next time. I'm Belinda Douglas. I represent the chamber, and I just wanted to update the City Council that this Thursday we're going to have our holiday business mixer at 5 p.m. at Chino Hills Ford, so everybody's welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? I think we have some students in the audience. You're here on assignment? Yes. As tradition, we'd like you to come up to the podium, give us your name, what school, your course, and your teacher's name, if you would. What about you guys over there?
Oh, yeah, we're doing the same thing.
Well, get up there and do the same thing then. Come on. You don't have the same name, do you?
Hello, my name's Marcus Cervantes. I'm a senior at Ruben S. Ayala High School. I am currently in my government class, and my teacher is Jeffrey Allen.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
My name is Cameron D. Baldone. I attend Ruben S. Ayala High School, and my government teacher is Jeffrey Allen as well, and we're doing a project for government.
Very good. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Aaron Recreo. I also go to Ayala High School. I'm a senior there, and my class is U.S. Gov, and my teacher's Mr. Allen.
Well, thanks for being here, guys. Anybody else? Seeing none, I'll close public communication. Next is a consent calendar. I believe item 13 is being pulled and sent back to staff. I would entertain a motion to approve. We have a motion by Councilman Duncan, seconded by Councilman Elrod. Please vote. Item passes 5 yes. Next, under public hearings, prior to the vote of the City Council, any member of the audience will have the opportunity to address the council on any items listed under public hearings. Item 16, City of Chino user fees. Our staff report this evening is by our billing manager, Olga Hart. Ms. Hart?
Good evening, Mayor and council members. Tonight I bring before you the annual update and review of the city user fees. These fees are designed to recover costs that are provided by city services. User fees tend to change each year, some increasing and some decreasing. These changes occur with the reallocation of individuals performing the functions associated with that user fee and the time in performing the task. Staff annually evaluates the city's cost, the actual cost of performing the services provided, which causes the fee to increase or decrease from year to year. The overall impact being recommended this year is an overall increase of just 1.8%. Many of the user fees collected by the Building Division, Community Development, and Public Works Department are based on building valuations and project cost estimates. Staff is recommending the Community Development Building Division begin using the August 2015 edition of the California Building Valuation Table, as well as recommending that the Public Works Department continue using the 2014 engineering cost estimates in order to calculate land development-based fees. These fees help to offset the city's cost incurred by plan checking, inspection fees, and subsequent development impact fees. Staff performed an analysis of the overall impact of the proposed user fee changes to developers. The results showed an average small residential development project would see an overall increase of approximately 4.2% or $773 in associated fees, and an average medium industrial development project would see a 3.6% or $1,097. Under our municipal ordinance, many programs offered by the Community Services Department have historically been subsidized under Council's direction in an effort to encourage participation in these programs. The Community Services fee schedule, including subsidy levels, has been approved by the Community Services Commission on November 30th of 2015. At this time, it is staff's recommendation that you conduct a public hearing and adopt Resolution 2015-001 2022-078, establishing user fees for city-provided services. Detailed schedules of all user fees are included in your staff report for your review. And that concludes my report this evening, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Ms. Hart. Prior to council questions or comments, I'll open this item for public comment. Anybody in the audience wishing to address the council on this item may do so now. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any questions or comments? I'll entertain a motion. Moved by Councilman Elrod, seconded by Councilmember Howie. Please vote. Item passes 5 yes from the majority. Thank you, Ms. Hart. Under new business, item 17, reimbursement agreements, interchange improvements at Central Avenue and State Route 60. Our staff report this evening is by our Assistant City Manager, Public Works Director, Mr. Jose Alar. Mr. Alar.
Thank you, Mayor and members of the City Council. On May 20th, 2014, the city entered into a cooperative agreement with San Bernardino Associated Governments, or SANBAG, for the interchange improvements at Central and State Route 60 in the amount of $20,591,000. Now, SANBAG will be responsible for approximately $8 million, and the City of Chino is responsible for approximately $12 million of those improvements. Now, because the City of Montclair and the County of San Bernardino contribute traffic that impacts this interchange as well, SANBAG has determined that each agency must contribute and pay its fair share for these improvements. Therefore, the City of Chino's share is $11,469,459. The County of San Bernardino's fair share is $949,541, and the City of Montclair is $74,964. Therefore, before you tonight are the agreements between the City of Chino and these two agencies that allow the City of Chino to collect their fair shares when we get invoiced by SANBAG for these improvements. That concludes my report on this item.
Thank you, Mr. Lair. What exactly, if you could just briefly explain to the public, what's going to occur there at the interchange?
Sure. The improvements are going to include the addition of on Central Avenue, the deck, are going to be dual left turns to enter onto the freeway. Now the on-ramps are going to get widened to be able to receive that traffic, and then the off-ramps will be widened to increase that capacity to get traffic from the freeway onto Central Avenue. Also, the bridge is going to get widened enough to accommodate a future lane, but it's not going to be striped that way today, along with bike lanes and the sidewalks that are necessary. So there'll be a lot of improvements in that area, as well as we're going to scrape the area of the landscaping in there and put in a new landscaping palette that's going to be acceptable not only to the City of Chino, but to Caltrans for maintenance purposes as well.
Yeah, we have a new design for landscaping now on the freeways. I think me and Jose have been working on this for how many years now?
Since 2004.
That's 2004. And, well, I belong to SANBAG. I represent the city on SANBAG. That's the Association of Governments. And they list all of the jobs, interchanges that has to be done. And I kept complaining because they do all the work up on the 10 freeway. That's where all the money goes. So I kept complaining and complaining that poor Chino, we don't get nothing and blah, blah, blah. So they finally, when we came out with the final list, we ended up number 3. So we're actually going to be progressing to get this done. So when that happens, I would imagine Central Avenue is going to be a mess. So we're going to have to work out some traffic control, correct?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a big project, and it'll be done in stages and phases. It'll still be open, but it'll be an impact, yes.
Yeah. Everybody go to Mountain Avenue.
Do you know how long is the estimated time of construction?
I don't know how long the construction will take once it starts, because we're still in early design with Caltrans. Caltrans is the lead on design. With SANBAG, we're providing oversight and input. And we're about 3 years away from completion of those plans. Then there's going to be the whole review of the plans, a review of environmental documents, and then in about 4 years we'll get into construction, 4 to 5 years.
I'll be 80 by that time.
Yeah, yeah.
with normal? If they have
Actually, that's
delays,
pretty fast,
If you got delays, yeah.
because we've been on the list since 2004, so
Yeah,
that's not
that's
bad.
they call it the streamlined oversight process.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not kidding.
Is that Caltrans or?
No.
Yes.
Caltrans doesn't build anything anymore,
I thought they had to prove it.
because we're what was called a self-help county, and we have the Measure I additional sales tax revenue. And when that happens, if you're what we're called a self-help county, is when money's doled out by the California Transportation Commission, they kind of ignore counties like us because we're self-help. And so all the, like the 210, the freeway that was completed, that was sandbag. All the different ramps and overpasses, all that's done by sandbag. And then we put in the plants and stuff, and for a few years, and we turn it over to Caltrans, and everything dies because they don't have any money or personnel to. Well, the weeds are nice, yeah, but
We've been growing some of those weeds for 30 years.
yeah, like we're District 9 out here, Caltrans 8. I had met with them complaining about the on-off ramps, you know, the trash and the weeds, and the supervisor was here with his staff, and he goes, Mayor, he says, I have 400 square miles and I have 4 guys, and I have no money. What do you want me to do? The state just, you know, sucks the money out of Caltrans, and so it's pretty sad. But anyway, we're going to get our central widened and our off ramps fixed. So anyway, it'd be nice. Anybody in the audience wish to address the council on this item under public comment? Seeing none, I'll close public comment. Any comments by the council anymore? I entertain a motion to approve. Moved by Councilman Duncan, seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Yaloa. Please vote. Is approved 5-0. Item 18, parcel map number 18625, reimbursement agreement for public improvements, Chino Center Incorporated. Our staff report again is by Mr. Allaire.
Thank you, Mayor. On July 19, 2010, parcel map 18625 was conditionally approved by the City of Chino's Planning Commission. This approval was for the construction of 4 industrial buildings on 125 acres located on the northwest corner of Euclid and Pine Avenues. On October 5, 2010, the City of Chino Council approved a development agreement with Ceres Regis, which outlined public improvements to be constructed that are eligible for credit or reimbursement by the city. These improvements have been satisfactorily completed and were accepted by the City Council on October 20th, 2015. Since then, Ceres Regis has submitted their backup documentation for their construction cost. Staff has completed a detailed review of Ceres Regis's construction cost and concurs with the proposed reimbursement amount of $794,384.44. Therefore, it's staff's recommendation that City Council approve a reimbursement agreement and reimbursement for this project. This concludes my report on this item.
Thank you, Mr. Allaire. I hate to give money back to them. Oh, well. Prior to council comment or question, anybody in the audience wish to comment on this? Seeing none, I'll close public comment. Any questions? I'll entertain a motion. It's moved by Councilman Duncan, seconded by Councilman Howie. Please vote. Item is approved 5-4-0. Mayor and council report. Under mayor's report, item 19 is reappointment of planning commissioners to approve the reappointment of Walt Pocock, Rod Johnson, and Steve Lewis to the planning commission for 4-year terms. I would entertain a motion to reappoint. Moved by Mayor Pro Tem Yaloa, seconded by Councilman Elrod. Please vote. Passes in the majority. I know. I can't look at Steve. Steve's got a tie. Well, they will. They have to be sworn in. So, yeah. We'd like to call up Angela Robles, our city clerk, to swear in Mr. Pocock and Mr. Lewis. I don't think Rod Johnson made it this evening. We'll get him sworn in a little later, I suppose.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, please state your name.
I, Steve Lewis.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties I'm about to enter.
All right. Wait a minute, fellas. Ariana, we want to, hey, gentlemen, aquí, por favor. That means come here, please. We need you to say a few words, both of you, if you please.
Oh.
This was Eunice's idea, Walt.
Thanks, Eunice. Well, I've been doing this for, I've been fortunate to be on the Planning Commission since 2000, and I'm really happy and blessed to be able to serve the community and help plan the community out as we grow. Thank you.
Thank you. I was on the Community Services Commission before this for about 6 years, and now that I've been on the Planning Commission here for about a year, now this is my first time getting reelected for a full appointment. It's great working with the city and being able to see all the things that we can do and help out the community, and thank you very much.
Well, thank you for volunteering. We appreciate it, guys. Let's give a hand for him. Next on the mayor's report is a community support fund to approve a community support contribution of $1,000 to Chino Pop Warner Cheer. As you may remember in the last meeting, the Little Mighty Mite team was picked by National Pop Warner to go to the Super Bowl of Pop Warner being held at the Disney Sports Complex in Florida. Well, lo and behold, 3 squads of the Chino Pop Warner's cheerleaders won the Western Regional titles, which we're sending them to the Super Bowl because the football players play, but also the cheerleaders have competition for the same reason, for the Super Bowl for cheerleading. And so I was approached by the folks in Pop Warner again to help them out, sending 3 cheerleading teams with the supervisors and all of that. So I'm requesting that the council come up with about $1,000 to help them out. And I would move it, it's already been moved by Councilman Duncan, seconded by Councilman Howie. Please vote. It's approved 5-0. Thank you very much. As a reminder, I'd like to, everyone to know that tonight's meeting is the last city council meeting for 2015. That seems impossible. And as we reach the end of the year, I want everyone to be aware of the city's holiday closures. First, City Hall will be open for half a day, 7:30 to 12, on both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. City Hall will be closed for a full day on both Christmas Day and New Year's Day. Also, I'd like to thank the Chino Valley Independent Fire District, the Chino Police Department, and the Chino Hills Sheriffs for their support in this morning's Make a Child Smile Code 3 delivery event. With their help and support for the Chino Spectrum Walmart, all 3 agencies were able to give local youth the chance to spend up to $150 at Walmart and have a photo taken with Santa and enjoy snacks while they visit with our local firefighters, police officers, and sheriff's deputies. This is the 14th year. That seems impossible, doesn't it? 14th year that the local agencies from Chino Valley have participated in this event, and we'd like to thank you for your continuous generosity and support. And finally, as we close tonight's meeting, I'd like to announce that we'll be adjourning tonight's meeting in honor of those who tragically lost their lives in the senseless terror attack that occurred at the San Bernardino County on December 2nd. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all those impacted by this attack. And as we begin the new year, we are confident that the resilience and fortitude of the entire county will lead us to overcome this very painful and difficult time. Despite everything that occurred, My wish is that everyone in the county of San Bernardino can find hope through these horrible events and have a happy and safe holiday with their loved ones, family, and friends. Mayor Pro Tem Ulloa.
Yes, on the 9th of this month, I attended a LAFCO meeting with our city manager and another staff member. And the discussion was about our areas, our sphere of influence, and annexing that area and the difficulties with zoning and providing services. Matt's going to bring a report to the council later, perhaps in January, on the items that were discussed with the head of LAFCO. And I think the council is at a point where we have some very important decisions to make. And so I'm looking forward to the staff report coming forward and looking forward to the council handling these difficult situations before they come up as a spur of the moment and put us all in an awkward position. The parade, as you all know, was Saturday, and the weather was beautiful. It was a little chilly in the morning, but it was beautiful. We were all afraid that it was going to rain that day, but it didn't, thank goodness. So I think it turned out very well. Staff did their normally fantastic job with the streets and arranging everything, and Ariana got to stay inside for a while, so she didn't freeze to death this year, which was nice. But I want to thank the community for coming out and providing all the support that you do. It really is a great community, and you make it that way. And then, let's see, I attended the police department Christmas party Friday night, and what a good time everyone had. It's so nice to see the officers together, relaxing and enjoying each other and just having a good old time. We have such a great department, and some of the officers that were on duty got to stop by too, which was really nice. I want to thank the fire department, the police department, and all those organizations within our community that help the disadvantaged during the Christmas time, especially, and during Thanksgiving, but all throughout the year. We have a marvelous community with a lot of people that give of themselves, not only just in money, but in time and effort. And it seems like whenever there's a call for a need, this community really rallies. And it shows even more during the holidays. So thank you all for all of your help. Thank everyone for looking out for each other. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, a safe Christmas, a safe New Year, and a happy next year, 2016, and a safe one for us all. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Duncan.
Yes, on the 2nd, I attended a meeting with Allegra Consulting. They are getting ready to redo our materials for our booth that we have at International Council of Shopping Centers Convention. I also met that day with a small subcommittee to review the bylaws of the Chamber of Commerce, and we're suggesting some changes to those. On the 3rd, I attended the BIA Gala fundraiser at Fairplex. That's for the Building Industry Association. They get together and they swear in their new board of directors, and they raise money that evening that goes towards building shelters for homeless people. They've built 41 homes so far in the last 5 years to house transitional living. As people become homeless, they get them back on their feet and get them out into society again. On the 4th, the day after the shooting in San Bernardino, I attended the SB Sarah board meeting in San Bernardino, which was pretty emotional because the people that were shot a lot of them were co-workers of people that sit on our board. On the 7th, I attended the groundbreaking for the IV2. That's the subsidized housing that's being built over by Chaffey College in College Park. On the 9th, I conducted the regular board meeting of the West Valley Vector Mosquito Control District. And after that, we had a holiday luncheon for all of the employees. And on the next day, Councilman Howie and I attended the holiday luncheon for the Water Facilities Authority's employees. We talked them into coming down to Tahoe Joe's this year, and they loved it.
Cool.
Also on that day, I attended the Chafee Foundation Holiday Reception up in Rancho Cucamonga. And then that evening, I came down for Supervisor Kurt Hagman's reception at City Hall in Chino Hills.
You're a party boy, aren't you?
Yeah,
You know what?
pretty
I
exciting,
drove
isn't it?
Never
all
met a
over
party you didn't like.
Drove all over this county. On the 13th, I attended the Chamber Board meeting. This morning, I attended the breakfast, the base breakfast. Every year, the gas company puts on an employee breakfast for their employees, and they invite us to come there, and you get to kind of know the people that are out there in the field and taking care of our community. Also, after that, I went to Make a Child Smile. This is my 14th year of shopping with the kids, and I can tell you, it's really emotional. These kids, they don't always think of what they want, the toys they want. They think about their little brother or sister or their mom or dad that needs a new sweater. It's really, really a great event. The child I had this morning, he finally decided he wanted a tablet so he could use that at school and connect to the Wi-Fi, and so that took up most of his $150 that was put in by the fire district. But I can tell you, Walmart brings employees in from all over the area because every child goes shopping with a Walmart person, a community volunteer, a fire or police officer, and a guardian that is there. So it's really a great event. And tonight, a number of us attended the tree lighting at the Chino Medical Center. Tomorrow night, the police department will be taking over Los Portales restaurant. That's down by Big Lots on Chino or Central and Walnut. They will be hosting a fundraiser for Chino Neighborhood House. Chino Neighborhood House will get 20% of the proceeds plus all the tips and everything else they raise that evening. And the food, of course, is really good at Los Portales. There's entertainment that night. And you'll probably get what you order most of the time. And
Don't complain if you don't.
Don't complain if you don't. Just eat that and order another plate.
That's right.
And next Monday, we'll be hosting our annual Chino Neighborhood House Christmas party. That's at the community building at 10th and B. We will have about 600 guests there, 200 per setting. We meet at 9, 11, and 1 p.m. Papa Chino's is going to serve tacos, rice, and beans to everybody for lunch, and ice cream cones, which are the most popular item we have. Every kid will leave there with a bag of toys, and we will have in excess of 200 brand new bicycles that'll be given out with helmets and everything, and it's really, really a great event, and for most of our kids, this is their Christmas. So I would welcome anybody that wants to come and help out that day and volunteer. We would really appreciate it. And in closing, I just want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilman Duncan. Councilman Elrod.
I have a quick question for Glenn. Do you know how many kids were served on the Make a Child Smile?
100.
100? Yeah. Is that normal every year, 100, or?
They did raise
the amount
this year.
they got.
It was 120 in previous years, and this year it was 150.
Yeah, that's a great thing that they do. We did get a little slack on the fire department, the police department, and everything going up the street. Everybody's calling, what's going on? Are they evacuating? So
yeah, unfortunately, it was the same day that
LA School District closed down. So here we go. So
whole country's got the heebie-jeebies.
Well,
sad part is if we let that happen, though, that the terrorists win.
I know.
We have to continue to live our lives.
Yep, you got a point. It's a position that you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. If you don't shut the schools down and something happens, you're an idiot. When you do shut it down, nothing happens, you're an idiot. So you can't win on that one. They're just going to have to. Just think about that. Backpacks. They said they had the bombs and stuff in the backpack. Well, every kid that goes to school has a backpack. how you can control something like that. So there's a lot more work to be done to keep everybody safe, I can say that much. I want to thank all the staff in the fire department, police department, Public Works. They did a fantastic job on the parade this year. I think it was one of the biggest ones we had. I know we had more vendors and food booths. Yeah, it was really fun. My granddaughter, Violet, and Lily rode with me, and Violet had the down pat. Grandpa, my arm's sore. I said, well, use the other one. But no, we had a real good time and really enjoyed it. The kids enjoy it. So it looked like everybody was having a good time on the route. So that was good. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a happy and safe New Year. And look forward to seeing you guys next year. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Councilman Howie.
Last but not least, but I think I attended about 62% of Glenn Duncan's functions that he was at.
That's because you can't eat as much as Councilman Duncan.
I can't get to as many as
Councilman
Glenn,
Duncan's hungry.
Yeah, no, but there was a lot. It's been a, you know, as you know, it's a real hectic time of the year, and everybody's just so busy that there's just so many events to attend. And when Eunice was talking about the parade, you know, our children's parade every year just seems to get bigger, especially if you have good weather, and we had great weather. But, you know, as it goes down Riverside Drive, there's a lot of people. And as you make the turn at Central and head down Central, there was just, the number of people there was unbelievable. I mean, it was packed.
20 deep.
20 deep, all the way down to Chino Avenue practically. There had to be
Central Avenue.
Central.
Yeah.
Down, no, I mean down Central to
Yeah.
Chino Avenue.
Ended up
To Chino Avenue. And there was a lot of people. It was really a lot of fun and a great parade.
They were really in a good mood.
Yeah, and everybody was in a good mood. That's true. It was really.
It was a perfect day.
Yeah, we couldn't ask for better weather. That's for sure. And so, I think Glenn Duncan did miss one thing.
He did? There was no food.
That the Rancho del, yeah.
That's why you didn't go.
The Rancho del Chino Rotary Club this Saturday is providing toys and food baskets for 50 different families here in Chino.
That's the ones you deliver, right?
For, what's that?
You deliver those?
Yeah, we deliver them. Each team has about 3 or 4 different families to deliver a lot of food and presents for the kids. We know the ages, and we get presents for them. They're all wrapped, and it's a great experience also for the Rotary Club, and it does good for the community.
Hopefully a ham dinner.
And hopefully a ham dinner if you pick them up at Sam's Club, right?
Yeah,
if they have them ready.
They have a forklift driver or whatever.
Yeah. 50 hams can weigh a lot. That's for sure. That's for sure. But also I want to wish everybody a happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Since this is our last meeting, we won't see you guys until next year. So have a safe one. Thank you.
Thank you. City Manager, anything to report?
I have no report, ma'am.
City Attorney, Mr. Gutierrez.
No report, just Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.
Chief Comstock. No report, Chief Shackelford. No report. All righty, thank you. Now, folks, we will stand adjourned to our next meeting to be held on Tuesday, January 5th, 2016 at 7 p.m., closed session at 6 if necessary. Y'all have a great holiday. We stand adjourned.